What's going on, people? Welcome to another video, codename loveone. I thought I'd play this clip for you regarding Karezza or White Tantra. I thought I'd play this clip for you regarding White Tantra, Karezza. If you're not practicing this, then I suggest you do start practicing this. This is a lifelong path, a lifelong practice. And if you don't practice this, then you are shortening your life. It's that simple. Every time you ejaculate as a male, you are releasing chi, prana. You are releasing your life force energy. And the more that you release, the less life force one has. And the less life force one has, the less life you will live. Now, if you wish to succeed and pass the test of hell realm, which is what you are incarnated in, then you will need to seek the wisdom of the right hand path. White Tantra, Karezza. This starts as a man solo practice. Abstinence is the left hand path. Abstaining from any sexual practice is what is commonly thought of as celibacy, where in fact that is the left hand path. That is not the right hand path. Okay, celibacy, in fact, celibate is not never having sex or masturbating. In fact, celibacy, its true meaning, which has been bastardized, a celibate is a initiate on the path of semen retention, someone who is retaining their chi, prana, life force, energy. Okay, so I want to play you this clip from a YouTube video I found. Very interesting points here. To say you will never ejaculate once you take a step on the right hand path is nonsense. Okay, there will be mistakes, especially when you're having sex with your lover. Now you must move on from those mistakes and quickly build up the practice of life force energy retaining. So let's get into this video. And I don't know why we've got no sound, so I'm just going to start it here. There's one section I wanted to play you.
New world opens up that we never previously knew existed. The transformation that occurs during this process is nothing short of alchemic. This is the practice of esoteric alchemy, the practice of transforming a substance of lesser value into greater value. Over time, day by day, the saving of our vital forces accumulates and goes to work to form nature's ideal form. All aspects of our development become geared towards the ideal form of human specimen that nature had intended. The closer we are to this ideal, the more harmonious our existence becomes. Since the orgasm has this negative effect on males, its avoidance has the opposite effect.
So let's take that sentence and break it down for you. So since the orgasm has this negative effect on males, its avoidance has the opposite effect. Now let me tell you, as someone who's practiced this for 8 years, on and off as best I can, the orgasm, the peak orgasm is what we are trying to avoid. That is the releasing of the ens seminis, the fluids, the secret, the sexual waters, the semen. Now that doesn't mean that there is no sexual waters released, and in fact, we could stage the orgasm as 100%, and where you need to reach is 98%. Now, when you're in that danger zone of 98, 99%, your body can release semen and you can have an orgasm. So that is what this is talking about. It has a negative effect on males. In fact, it's called the petty death, right? So it says that you remain unclean for 24 hours until the moon rises again. It also says that there is some even harsher texts from Ahura Mazda that say, if you consciously release, then you shall never regain. I forget the exact text, but it says something like, basically, you shall never be forgiven for consciously releasing your semen. So, an unconscious release is one thing. That means you're trying to practice white tantra, and something happens, and that's a failure, obviously. However, you must get back on the path immediately. So he says its avoidance has the opposite effect. So he's talking about the avoidance of the 100% orgasm. Many people seem to miss this. Yeah, you still orgasm at 97%. You get a full body orgasm after practicing this for a while. And the sexual energies, instead of being shot out the end of the penis, they they shoot around the genitalia area and then are absorbed by the rest of the body. And that is where we're trying to get to, the Kundalini awakening, the snake coiled at the bottom of the root chakra, the base of the spine. Okay?
Has the opposite effect. By storing up sexual energy, a man becomes stronger, healthier, and more vital. He becomes more ambitious too, and creative in doing good. He becomes more patient and successful with people, and he develops stamina and endurance to see his works through to conclusions. So the sexually restrained male becomes more successful in general. Beyond that, he even develops occult power to influence things by sheer thought and will. In fact, to a full renunciant, God gives all power and all worldly authority. This is a natural law.
So that quote there from Julian Lee, a full renunciant. So that is someone who has renounced the full orgasm. I need to make this very clear because people are going to get confused. They think, right, we shouldn't be having sex and we shouldn't be masturbating. That's absolute bullshit. That's nonsense. You should be having sex and you should be masturbating daily as an adult, as a healthy man in a sexual relationship with a woman. Daily, if not every other day, if not weekly. You see what I mean? This is something that should be practiced. This is what health is coming from. The sexual energies should not remain stagnant, okay? They should be moved upwards, up the spine, the 33 vertebrae, the 33 years of Christ. Christ is oil, chrism oil. Keep the lamp burning. Yeah, this is what these allegories are telling you. So a full renunciant is someone who has renounced the full orgasm, and I believe after 7 years of practicing, or is it 12 years? I'm not exactly sure. 7 or maybe 12 years. After 12 full years of renouncing the orgasm, that means not ejaculating once in 12 years. That means you can get to 97% in sex, but if you reach 100% and you release the semen, that's a failure. You go back to zero. You start again. So that's what that quote is meaning, right?
People who receive much acknowledgement for their charm and attractiveness become more confident in themselves. People who are recognized for their skills and contributions to a certain field become confident in these abilities. People with a monopoly on money or social status are confident. Of course, there are many exceptions, but in a general sense, this is how confidence unfolds naturally throughout the physical world. It could be said that all of these manifestations are indicative of the same thing: energy. Attractiveness and robust physicality as a result of energy, whether that from the gift of genetic inheritance or from healthy lifestyle habits. Attractiveness is a result of uninterrupted natural growth. This template of growth plays out across all forms in nature and is commonly referred to as the golden ratio of beauty. People who are genetically blessed with attractive faces and physiques, or even highly knowledgeable individuals within their fields, tend to inevitably develop an inner awareness of their own powers through the feedback of humanity. People will let them know either directly or indirectly of their positively perceived traits and power. Confidence develops from an understanding of this power that they themselves contain, a feeling of.
So what I wanted to say to you is this semen retention can be used for black magic as well. There are many occultists and dark characters using this in order to become successful, rich, etc. You know, I'll give you an example. Jeffrey Epstein, right? I'm pretty sure I've watched something saying that he would practice this semen retention. So he was fucking young girls and trying not to come. Yeah. So that just gives you an example. There are some evil people using this. They know this too. They're evil and they're using this uh, for bad, for their own gain. This, used correctly, is divinity running through you, and it benefits everyone that you come into contact with because your light is emanating fully. When you're ejaculating, you are dimming your light. You are dimming your soul. You are literally killing your soul. Sorry, you're not killing your soul. When I say soul, I mean SOL. Diminishing your light in this physical 3D reality. Your light cannot be diminished in truth because it is infinite. Yeah? But in this physical reality, in a meat suit, you are harming your spirit, is more accurate. When you're ejaculating, the more you do it, the more you harm your spirit. Simple.
Value created by an awareness of their own power in relation to others, which can give them an overall sense of their place and influence in the world. No one will think more of you than you think of yourself. What you are is pictured in your appearance. If you think you are just ordinary, you will appear just ordinary. The way you impress yourself is the way you will impress others. You can cultivate any qualities you desire, and when you possess them, you will express them in your face and manner. You have to feel grand to look your best. Confidence is the very basis of all achievement. There is tremendous power in the conviction that we can do a thing. Without confidence, there could be no miracles performed. The Bible says,
I'm going to stop the video there, people. I hope that's shed some light on you, for you, about semen retention, Karezza, right hand path. Okay? Much love, take care.